Okay, you guys, I feel like at some point we've all watched a movie or something on TV and been like, something like that has happened to me. Like we've all experienced that, right? Hello and welcome to my Unicorn Nation. So, I was filming a bunch of TikToks at the same time, so I ended up gathering a whole pile of clothes here. So I'm going to be folding that, but in the meantime, I'm going to be telling you some stories um, about situations in my life where I felt like, I felt like the main character. Like my life felt like a movie at that point. So yeah, let's get into it. So to give a bit of backstory first, like when I was in like grade 2, 3, I had this best friend. Well, best friends. Um, and yeah, we're best friends. And then grade 4 came, and this new girl came to our school. I still remember the outfit she was wearing. She was wearing like a floral dress, had cute flowers on it, and she had two puffs, and she just looked so cute. So my best friend and I were like, oh, she looks okay. Let's go talk to her. So we talked to her, ended up becoming best friends. Did everything together, as like a trio. And yeah, life just went on. Then grade 6 happened. We got into a fight. Let's just say it was a bit of it was my fault, because like I thought I heard her saying something, and instead of confronting her, I decided to ignore her the whole day. So she wasn't too happy about that. We ended up fighting. It was a big fight, you guys. This was just grade 6. So anyway, during this fight, there was this one day, I think it was grade 7 actually, when this happened, this particular incident. So I went to the bathroom. I was peeing and all that. And then, like, I went in, I was peeing. When I was about to finish, I heard noise. I was like, Then I recognized her voice, the same former best friend of mine. I recognized her voice, and she was with her friends. And they entered the bathroom also. And you have to understand that my former school bathrooms are very narrow. Like, you couldn't really pass at the same time. Like, one person coming out, one person going in. So I didn't want to pass at the same time as her. So I was like, okay, I'll just chill for a bit. I'll wait for them to like enter the stores, like the toilet stalls, then I'll come out real quick. I don't want to bump into her and all that. Nangale Mr. start chatting, huh? They're even standing, chatting, laughing. I can even hear them, and I'm waiting. I'm still in the I'm still in the toilet. I'm waiting for them to come out, and they're also just chatting and laughing. And then I think at some point they noticed that there was someone in the bathroom, so they also stood. They even kept quiet to like see the person who was still inside there. And then I was like, okay, fine, let me just come out, because I knew they were still there. I was like, you know what, whatever, let me just come out. And then I opened the door, you guys. Immediately I opened the door, they all looked at each other. They were like, oh my gosh. And they looked at this girl, and then she just rolled her eyes. And they all entered their own stalls and whatever. So I came out, I flashed, washed my hands, did everything, whatever. Came out. Then I heard them laughing. Like they were, I don't know, they thought I was bugging because I took so long, when I was actually just waiting for them to leave. And my heart, you guys, my heart. Do you know? To this day, that memory still haunts me. It still haunts me. Just, I don't even know what they thought. I don't know, maybe they even entered the toilet I was from using to like check out whatever. I also feel like this has happened before. I feel like I've seen it somewhere on TV, but whatever. This other time, again, I think it was at the end of grade 7. So I don't know who told our teacher, our social studies teacher in grade 7. They're like, no, Ndolo and this other girl have been fighting, blah, 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 since grade 6. So this man decided to step in, try to solve the situation. So, he came up, And then we're like in class. It was during our exams actually. So we're just seated on the floor because we had arranged our desks in the school. So I sat on the floor. Then he comes, he calls me and the other girl, and we step out of class, and everyone was like, ooh, oh my goodness, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Oh my goodness. So yeah, we step out of the classroom, and we're with this man outside the classroom. Then like everyone went kept quiet because I wanted to hear what we're going to be talking about. Then he's like, no, I understand that you two have been fighting. It's not good to fight. You guys are leaving this school right now. You need to be friends, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, in my heart, I was like, okay, cool. We're going to make up. This is great. I'm going to get my best friend back and all that. Then he's like, apologize to each other. So I apologized, like, I'm sorry. And she was like, I'm sorry. She was very cool, you guys. I still love her a lot. Well, not love. Like, I still care about her a lot. But yeah. He was like, apologize to each other. We apologized. Then he was like, okay, now hug. I was like, that's a bit weird. Then like we're both just standing. Then he was like, hug each other. We're just standing. And he was like, we're not going to leave until you hug each other. So we're like, then we hugged. Eventually hugged. And then I was like, in my heart I was like, okay, maybe things are better. Like we can go back to at least not how it was before. We can be civil with each other, We entered class. I'm sitting there, minding my own business. My friends started asking me, like, hey, what happened? What are you talking about? I told them. A few minutes later, one of my friends, like, she was, I don't know where she went, but she just came back to our group. Then she was like, you need to hear what this girl was saying about you. I was like, but we just hugged. Like, how is she talking about me when we just made up? And then she's like, she said you smelled of sweat. When I tell you, okay, let me just put this out there. I'm a person who talks a lot. I'm not saying I'm proud of it because I know my words hurt people sometimes, and it's not a trait I'm proud of most of the time. Sometimes yes, I feel good, like yeah, I talk a lot, but sometimes yeah. But then this girl is the only person who has answered me to the extent where I'm humbled. She is the only person in this world who I can say has humbled me. Like we just hugged. Literally, we're supposed to be making up, and this girl just goes, she smelled of sweat. I was beyond shocked. And the funny thing was, before you say anything, before you say, no, Ndula, maybe you are just smelling for real. No. Here's the thing. I know that day it was hot because we were writing exams in October, so I used to go to the bathroom to spray a hoity-toity, every now and then I just go spray myself because I knew it was hot. So y'all can't say anything. I even smelled myself to make sure, and I was just wherever you are, dear ex-best friend, you humbled me. That feud, that fight, whatever you want to call it, you humbled me. I'm not even joking. But yeah, I might include a part 2 because there are a lot more stories about this fight, you guys. It went on, like we even completed grade 7 at that school, and we're still arguing-ish. But now we're good. Yeah, hey, that girl, I'll never forget her. So anyway, in grade 4, my sister invited me to this birthday party. I don't know if that happened to you guys also, like where someone will be invited, maybe your sibling will be invited to a party and they'll carry you. My sister was invited. And then, she told me, let's go for the party together. It was her friend's party. So we went to the party. It was a house party, so at her friend's place, chilling and all that. And then the birthday girl's mother was like, we're going to have a scavenger hunt because they had buried like candy. Around the yards, hidden in different places. So I went to the scavenger hunt. I found some to my chocolate, to my fizz. Haven't had fizz in a long time. Anyway, yes. So I found my two candy. Now I wanted to go on the trampoline. So I put my candy in my shoe, went on the trampoline, jumped, whatever. Yes. And then time I saw this boy stealing my candy from my shoe. Then I was like, excuse you? Then I came down from the trampoline. I was like, I saw what you did. And he was like, no, I didn't get anything, blah 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 blah. And when I said it, this was grade 4. But I still remember I partially remember his face. He was so cute, you guys. Anyway, yes. So I started chasing him, I grabbed him, roughed him up a little bit. I didn't beat him. Please, no children were harmed in the making of this video. But yeah, I was like, give me back my candy, blah blah blah. He ended up giving it back to me. That was that. I thought I've seen the last of him. I was like, oof, this grade. I think he was a grade ahead of me. So I was like, this boy. Then it was time for lunch. The party food, to rice, to chicken, salads, and all that. So I was seated in a circle. And then I was seated like right across him, the same boy. And I was just eating my food. I would look up, he would look up at the same time, we smile at each other. Then he was funny, he was cracking to jokes, everyone was just laughing in the group. I was just like, okay. And he kept on looking at me. He was giving me like those little smiles, those smiles. Anyway, after the food, we started dancing. I was dancing. I don't even remember what songs were hot in grade 4. But anyway, dancing. He came to dance next to me. We're just vibing to the music. It was so cute, you guys. Anyway, at the end of the party, my dad came to pick us up. So like, he came in, got us whatever. He was in front, my sister was in front, and I was behind. So I'm walking to the car, and I hear someone like, psst. And I turned. It's this boy. And he was standing by the gate. He was like, call me. I truly believe I met my first love in grade 4, you guys. This boy. And that was so exciting. I did a little cute wave. I was like, not the way I'm doing it. It was hot, And I went to the car and I was so excited. My heart was beating out of my chest. My sister was just like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, because I don't think she noticed what was going on. Maybe she did, but I don't know. So while I was in the car, I just remembered, like, this was not a plan. Like, I actually forgot my jacket at the party. So I told my dad, I was like, Daddy, I've left my jacket. And he was upset because my dad didn't like wasting time. So he was obviously upset. Turned around, went back to the party, and I ran in the yard. Running, I ran in the yard. And I checked around for him. I even forgot about my jacket. I started looking for him. Went behind the house. I didn't find him. I was so sad. So I was like, okay, whatever. I got my jacket. It was just on the chair where I was sitting. And I went back. I looked back for the last time, hoping he would come by the gate. And yeah, I never saw him again. So like, after time passed, like it was grade 10, and all that time I thought I had imagined his name, because like the name I had in my head, I thought maybe that's just the name I just thought of and gave that name to him, because I didn't know his name. We didn't actually talk the whole party. So I told my best friend this story, and she was like, wait, is that the boy's name? And I was like, I think it's his name. And she was like, yes, that's his name. He went to our school, because my best friend and my sister were at the same school in primary. So she was like, yes, that boy was a grade ahead of us. And I was like, oh my god. And then like, we went out. I think it was the weekend end game came out. So we went to MH for my friend's birthday. We were doing our own thing. Then he was there to watch Endgame with his friends. So at some point, we're in the mall. Then my best friend just taps me. She was like, is that your boy? And I looked, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my boy. And he was all grown up, still looking fine. I didn't go talk to him, obviously, because what do you even expect me to say? Like, hi, you smiled at me in grade 4. Anyway, yeah, that is the story of my first love and heartbreak. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, please be sure to like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you have not already. head over to my Instagram. If you have any main character stories of your own, just those moments in your life that you feel would make a great movie, comment down below. And yeah, let's talk to each other. Keep living your own unique, unicorn way. Bye.